is an historic vote for a number of reasons, not least because it's the first time that Turkey has had a runoff. It's the first time that Turkey has had gone to the second round, and obviously this was the toughest challenge that President Erdogan has ever faced in his career. He's been in power. Hi there. Do you speak English?
English no.
Oh, anyone English? Come on.
So.
Okay, tell me, what do you make of the result?
What?
It's difficult because we're also being moved on by the police, but there is clear, abject joy in this area anyway about the result. President Erdogan was very close in the first round, but in reality, he's getting a lot of his votes from very religious people, conservative people like the lady who's just walked past us, because he appealed to the right wing and the religious vote. In his celebration speech just now, he pointed out, and he has done regular times during the campaign, about how he felt the Western media in particular was very biased against him, how they were tilting things against him, how they were basically egging on the electorate to vote against him. In reality, the cast was very much set here. The die was very much set here in Turkey. Erdogan, over the past 2 decades, has basically cracked down massively on dissent. He's jailed journalists and any opposition politicians who've really become very dangerous to his position. And even the international monitors from the first round indicated that although the day's voting in the first round appeared to be free and fair, the scales were so badly and excessively tilted against the opposition by Erdogan and his parties, the AK party's dominance of the media. He basically controls or influences most media outlets. For instance, a short survey in the lead up to the first round showed that he got 80% more airtime than his rival Kemal Kilicdaroglu, but the scales were very much tilted in his favour. We spoke to him in that first round, and we found a man who was very definitely not at all worried about securing this third victory. He was extremely calm, he was extremely confident. He did deals with a key nationalist group, person who he felt held a percentage of the votes, but really he was pandering to that nationalist rhetoric, as did Kemal Kilicdaroglu. He also swung very much to the right. And this second runoff has been marred by extremely negative campaigning by both. Very anti-refugee sentiment was whipped out by both, particularly by the opposition, with campaign billboards plastered all around Istanbul that we saw saying Syrians will go, and both candidates promising that they would send back Syrian refugees, millions of which have taken refuge in this country, and some of whom have lived here for the best part of a decade. So whatever happens now, Turkey has got some serious issues, and one of them is going to be sorting the economy, an economy which is absolutely smashed to bits, an economy which is flailing, with inflation running very, very high. Inflation at one stage towards the end of the year last year was running at officially more than 80%. But unofficially, many thought it was around 100%. Many people complaining about how inflation had doubled, tripled, quadrupled prices. Now those problems are still here, no matter that Erdogan has won this historic victory. We understand from people within the presidential circle that he was already preparing his victory speech hours before the actual announcement and the celebrations started happening. Many people in this country don't believe the result of the second round, indeed the result of the entire elections, was ever in any doubt. I'm going to leave you with some pictures now of the celebrations around his residence here in Istanbul.